Hey, Sam. You're a bit late coming home. Is everything okay? Don't tell me they gave you overtime again.
Oh, shoot, Marie, I'm so sorry about this. There was actually an office outing after everyone punched out. I should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about that. I was just getting worried about why you weren't coming back.
Well, if I don't come home, then you can probably just assume that I'm at some kind of office party or something like that, okay? There really isn't any need to worry about me at all. But anyways, we're about to head to our third bar for the night right now.
Hold on a second. You mean that you've already gone to 2 bars tonight? Just make sure you don't drink too much tonight, Sam. I mean, is this really a drinking party for your work?
Yeah, of course it is. Today's a big day, and we have a lot to celebrate tonight, so that's why we're all going out.
And just what is being celebrated by everyone tonight, if I may?
Well, we're just all celebrating how well we've all been doing with our work. I mean, even some of the most strict managers are here, and even they're congratulating us. I really don't think you understand what it means for those two to open up and even come to one of these things in the first place.
I see. Well, I guess that all sounds like a good thing to me, right? I mean, I guess it really is a special night for you guys.
Actually, did you know that it's only me and one other coworker who are doing the best numbers at the company right now? He's basically my rival at the office, but I just know that if I can really prove myself against him, that I'll finally get promoted to a management position. So that's why I'm only gonna have to work even harder from here on out.
Wow, what a time to have a rival. I had no idea that things were so exciting for you at the office. But I guess that he must be pretty good if he's competing with you for the top spot in your division.
He really is something. He basically graduated from the same level of school that I did, and we've been competing ever since we both joined the company around the same time.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess at least the two of you are probably only pushing each other to work even harder, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just all part of Mr. Davis's plan. He's always trying to pit us against each other so that we perform better. Although I guess given how I'm talking about this, I can't say that his strategy isn't working. And besides, if a big promotion is waiting at the end for me, then it'll all be worth it. And that also means that you can't exactly say that the system is unfair, so it's just you versus the other guy.
Wow. Well, that Mr. Davis of yours sure sounds like he knows how to run a tight ship. And you were saying that he's actually there drinking with you all right now?
Well, I mean, it is a celebration after all, right?
You're right, I was just curious. So, do you have any idea around what time you'll be coming back home?
Yeah, I'm still not so sure about that. I think that we'll probably just be drinking all the way until morning.
Really? You're gonna be out that late? Are you sure that you're going to be okay doing that?
Of course it's gonna be fine. I already said that I'd be okay, didn't I? I've been bracing my liver for it this whole time.
If you say so. Just be careful, okay, Sam? Anyways, if you're gonna be staying out, then I'm probably going to bed.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. You should go and get some sleep if you can. In fact, why aren't you asleep already?
Well, I really couldn't get to sleep at all because Daisy kept waking up and crying all the time. I don't know what was going on. I can't remember the last time she was crying that bad.
Yeah, well, you're right about that. She certainly does cry quite a bit, doesn't she? Although I guess it's a good thing that I decided to go out with everyone tonight. It would really suck to be stuck at home with a crying baby all night, don't you think?
Well, I won't say that I don't understand where you're coming from in saying that, but, you know, I've been starting to get really bad headaches from dealing with all this crying. And I really just don't think that I'm getting enough sleep at all. And I don't think that Daisy is helping either.
Well, then why don't you go and make her stop crying or something, huh? I mean, do you really think you're going to accomplish anything just texting me?
Do you really think it's as easily done as that? I don't even know why our daughter is crying in the first place. But you know, it would be really, really nice if I could count on you for a bit more help now and then.
Oh, come on. You know how exhausted I am after working all day, don't you? Why should I have to take care of the kid on top of that?
I know that you're tired, but... well, I guess that I thought it wouldn't hurt to ask is all. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. You have a fun rest of your night, okay? Hey, Sam, are you still out? Are you going to be able to get back home after the buses stop running?
Oh, yeah, sorry, there's another office party tonight, so I don't think that I'm gonna be back home until the morning.
But it's Daisy. Don't you know that she's sick and has a fever? In fact, I think that whatever she has might have passed on to me, and I just feel awful. Please, Sam, can't you try to come home just a little earlier to help out around here?
No, that is just not going to happen. Besides, if I go back home right now, then I might get whatever you two have. So I think I'll just have to find a place to stay for the time being.
But it's Friday. You're supposed to be off work tomorrow and the day after, right? Please, I really do wish that you would come home and help us out a bit more. I really don't know how much more of this I can really take, Sam.
Okay, well, if Daisy has a fever, then that probably means she's been crying all day, is that right? If that's the case, then I'm really not going to be going back.
This is our child that we're talking about, Sam. You need to be here for her, don't you get that?
But I hate kids. All they do is cry and whine, and Daisy is the real reason that I'm never ever home.
So then, the whole reason why you're always out of the house is just because you wanted to avoid being around Daisy?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can't stand her crying all the time. It really just drives me crazy. She makes my head pound.
Oh, really? Well, have you thought about how her crying might make me feel? I know that it's not easy or fun, but we are her parents, and we can't just run away from our responsibilities.
Our responsibilities? What are you talking about? You should be taking care of the kid and telling her not to cry so much. How about you start actually doing what you're supposed to be doing first instead of pushing all this work on me?
Why are you being like this? I mean, can't you see that I'm already trying really hard? You're the one going out drinking with your friends every night. How is that responsible? Why can't you just work with me a little bit on this? Is that really so bad for you?
You really just don't get it, do you? These work parties are still part of the job. It's all connected. This is one of the few chances that we have several departments gathered and we're all able to communicate with each other. Not only that, but we all work very hard and deserve a break now and then.
I really am not sure about that. I mean, I think that you might just want to drink with your friends. But I really don't think that I can stand living like this. Besides, aren't you worried for your health if you keep drinking at this rate?
There you go, talking about things you don't understand again. You don't even work, so it's no wonder you're so weak. But unlike you, I actually work hard every single day, and so that means that I need to drink in order to release tension. Although I'm not surprised you wouldn't understand.
Why are you doing this? Why are you looking down on me like this? I thought that we were partners. Can't we just try to get along and help each other?
Are you really gonna try and tell me that you think of yourself as working hard just because you do some chores around the house? Are you kidding me? I don't need to hear this from a little worm like you. You're nothing but a parasite.
A parasite? How could you say that about your own wife? What is the matter with you?
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, you can't live without my money, right? So any way that I look at it, you seem like a parasite to me. Anyways, are we done here? Because I just want to let you know that I am not going to be coming home until you're over this cold of yours. Hey, just what the heck were those messages that you were sending me earlier, huh? You really think that you could just tell me to stop drinking and come home? Just who do you think you are to talk to me like that? How dare a little parasite like you talk to me like that? And just who do you think you are calling someone a parasite, huh? Who do you think? I'm the person that you feed off of, you little leech. I really ought to just up and get rid of you for this. I mean, really, if you don't want you and Daisy to be kicked to the road, then you better start obeying what I tell you. It's high time that you understand your place in this relationship. I really can't believe that you're talking to your own wife like this. In fact, you know what? Why don't you just not even bother showing up to work tomorrow, okay? Excuse me? Just who do you think you are telling me what to do again?
You really need to get your act together, Sam, and you should know that I am not your wife.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're not my wife? If you're not my wife, then who are you?
This is actually your boss, Sam. You know, Mr. Davis. Don't tell me you've forgotten your place in this company.
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? Why in the world would Mr. Davis be using your phone, Marie?
You do remember that I asked you for those documents in time for our meeting tomorrow, right? But I guess since you're going out drinking tonight, that must mean you've done your work, right?
How would you know that unless you're really Mr. Davis?
Ding, ding, ding! Is it finally starting to click for you, Sam? Do you finally understand what I'm telling you? After all, there's really no reason why your wife would have to know about any of this, right?
Sir, I'm really sorry for this mix-up. This is just a little running joke that I have with my wife is all.
I really did have higher hopes for you, Sam. But after seeing the kinds of messages you send to your wife, well, there's no other word for it except for disappointment. I just am so let down right now.
Wait, no, please, you don't understand. You see, the two of us actually got into a little fight a few days ago, and well, yes, I shouldn't have said what I said, but please know that I don't always talk to her like that, and I am very sorry that you had to see this.
Oh, please, you really think that I'm going to buy that? I've already read through your message history. You talk like this to your wife all the time, and we both know it. You don't care about her at all.
Please, sir, I'm really not trying to fool you or anything like that, but I just think that this is a matter for my wife and I to work out. I really don't think that this has anything to do with our business at the office at all.
You wish it was that simple, but I'm not just upset with you for how you've been treating your wife.
What do you mean? What else have I done to upset you?
Well, first of all, you have been going out drinking practically every single night, and I understand that you've been telling your wife that you've been going out for company parties, right? Care to explain about these non-existent parties?
You don't understand. I was only trying to give Marie an answer so that she would stop bothering me, but I really was drinking with people from other departments.
Oh, that's right. You're always forcing all the younger employees to go out drinking with you. But how about you quit bothering my staff and stay at home with your wife and kid for once? Because Marie has told me all about how little you've done for her. You've put all the work on her while you go out and have a good time at night.
But that's not fair. I don't just push all the work on her. It's a give and take. And I've had plenty of days where I've helped with the child rearing. You can't just believe all the lies that my wife has told you.
I thought I told you to quit lying to me. You have been putting all your work on your wife, and I can tell just by reading your messages. Meanwhile, I've heard all the rumors at work about you spending all your time at less than savory bars.
But who did you hear this from? Who's saying this about me?
If you really must know, it was one of the poor employees that you've forced to go with you on these outings, and he got to see the kind of person that you really were. Not only that, but you lied to your wife about where you were going.
I really am sorry. I didn't think that my wife would go along with me going out this much unless she thought it was all hosted by work.
You really are a piece of work, do you know that? I really am going to have to rethink what I had in mind for you.
Wait, no, please. Okay, look, I admit that I shouldn't have pushed all of that on the staff that I made to come out with me, but think about all that I've done for this company, all that I've accomplished. I'm one of the top performers in the company.
Except for the fact that I know you push all the work that you don't want to do on your underlings. You've never, ever been serious about this job at all, have you?
Hey, where did you go? Where are you? Why is all your stuff missing from the house?
I am taking Daisy and I'm going back to my parents' house if you must know. I can't take this anymore and I'm leaving. Do you get it?
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? How could you do this to me?
Oh, please, you know that you left me no choice. I'm not going to change my mind, so don't bother.
You still have a lot of explaining to do. Just why in the world was Mr. Davis texting me from your number? Why were you two together?
If you must know, we were actually in a cafe not far from your office. And it felt so nice to finally have someone listen to me about all that I was worried about.
What does this have to do with anything?
I actually sent him an email from your work email. I told your boss a bit about how you were treating me, and he agreed to meet me in secret. I told him all about how you're always out of the house drinking and never at home to take care of Daisy. Not only that, but Mr. Davis also told me about how you lied about all those company parties.
How could you do this to me? You betrayed me, and now you've gotten me in serious trouble with my boss. Have you gone crazy or something?
Sam, you can't blame me for this at all. You can only blame yourself for this. I told you that dealing with Daisy's nightly crying was really driving me crazy and that I was starting to reach my limits. Meanwhile, you walk around and act as if you're a good husband when you're not at all. It's no wonder your boss was so disappointed in you when you had built up such a different persona for yourself at work.
What do you know? You don't even work, and now you've gone and made my going to work so much more awkward. How am I supposed to make this up to my boss, huh?
Make it up to my boss? What about me? Besides, this is a mess all of your own making, so why don't you start by apologizing to me?
Do you have any idea how long it took to build up that much trust in my office? You've blown everything up.
You have had so much time where you could have changed your behavior. I warned you over and over again that I was reaching my limits and that I was under a lot of stress. What did you think was going to happen when you were never at home to help me?
But I didn't think that you would go and do this to me. You weren't supposed to stab me in the back like this. I thought that I could trust you. You're my wife. You're supposed to be there for me.
I was there for you, Sam. You weren't there for me, though. I tried to be a good wife to you and a good mother to our child, but now it's clear to me that I had always been doing all the work. And if that's how things are going to be, I'd much rather just do things on my own. Have a nice life, Sam. After that, I heard through the grapevine that Mr. Davis spoke to the company management and arranged it so that Sam started to get less high-profile projects and was put on much more menial tasks that would never advance his career. Sam quickly realized what was going on and could only watch as his access to the corporate ladder was cut off. Although not wanting to quit and start over from the bottom, I heard that Sam is still working at the same place. I can only assume that the rival he had mentioned to me surpassed him and is now probably supervising him. I know it isn't what Sam wanted, but I'm sure it was good for the company. Some years later, I heard that Sam's company had to be restructured and that Sam was let go in the process. By then, Sam and I had finished our divorce and he was paying me child support for Daisy. After hearing that he had been fired, however, I told him I had gotten remarried and didn't need his money anymore. Now I live a quiet, happy life with a loving husband and my daughter who adores him. Obviously, I wasn't happy about how things ended with Sam, but by the time things were falling apart, I was actually walking out. I knew I had made the right decision. As for my daughter Daisy, if she wants to build a relationship with her father in the future, I won't stand in her way. But for now, I only want to make sure that she is raised in a loving family. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.